Coach, obviously a very frustrating loss for you, but when you look back at this game, what was the most frustrating part about why you guys lost?
Well, first, Justin, let me just give Stanford credit. They came in here and they beat us. They were the better team tonight. They were the harder playing team. I think they finished the game on a 20 or 21-7 run. Not too many times have we kind of gone back out onto the court after the 8-minute media timeout, up 5 points, and that team beat us 21-7 in the last 8 minutes of the game. Oscar da Silva is a terrific player, and I know Stanford is missing a couple players, but I'm looking at him and I'm just watching him, and I think the emergence of Jaden Dallaire and Oscar da Silva and the cohesiveness on defense and on offense, they may be playing their best basketball. I don't know if a coach or a team has experienced more obstacles and adversity than Stanford. I mean, they've lived in a hotel. They haven't practiced in Santa Clara County. And now, just watching how they've handled it, they have a good basketball team, and they're a team on both ends. And I really give Stanford all the credit in the world. They beat us. On our end, I think there's a couple parts to this. We wore down. And I feared coming off of the 2 games we just playing 3 games in a week again for the second time since Christmas. It is very, very challenging to play 3 Pac-12 games in a week. And when you layer Ben's injury, I give Ben a lot of credit. There aren't too many young players that I've seen that played the way he played, but he didn't practice. And, he did the best he could. I think our chances of winning were bigger having him, but we just made so many errors. And there are a couple errors that he made just simply because he wasn't able to get the reps the last couple of days. We broke down on our underneath out of bounds defense. We broke down on our assignments. And I think for about 30 minutes, we played as good a defense without fouling. Not that our defense was perfect, but they didn't drive the ball and get fouls. But last 8 minutes, it was just drive, foul. And I've kind of seen that movie before. When we've lost games this year, our defense just abandons us. And that's what happened in this game. From the 8-minute mark on, we just had no ability to get a stop. And for us, we played pretty much the whole year in and around 10 to 12 turnovers. James and Terrell had 9 between them. We had 18 turnovers. We had 2 or 3 turnovers in transition on a 2-on-1. We were sloppy, and we looked like a team that was hoping we could win, but we weren't ready, locked in, prepared, where, hey, if we're going to lose, they're going to beat us. We certainly cooperated down the stretch. And I feared it because just the last couple of days, I think we just did the best that we could to go from the ASU game to getting ready for this game. And we just didn't have that energy. We just didn't.
For Azuolas, just a bad day at the office, or was there anything Stanford was doing specific to kind of stop him?
They were very physical in a good way, but Azuolas didn't play well. And, he's got to be ready. He's got to be locked in, dialed in, using fakes around the basket. Because of Stanford's low post trapping and the way they play defense, there's no big guy that plays against Stanford that's going to have an easy night. And I thought that he got frustrated at times. And when you get frustrated and the game starts to become about how you're doing, it's too hard. And your defense goes, you foul, you miss shots, and exactly what happened to him, that's what happens. But, Azuolas is a terrific talent. He's one of our team's best players. Tonight was definitely not his night, and we needed everybody tonight. We needed our team to be really good.
Yeah, Sean, you kind of alluded to it there, but I was wondering if specifically the way they were able to get inside, drive, and get fouled a lot reminded you of USC and UCLA specifically, or was it, or was it different? Yeah.
No, it's very similar. I think all of our losses this year really share in that. All you got to do is look at our team's analytics. We're a better overall offensive team than our defense. We're working hard at it. But one of the problems with the situation that we have right now is, we're beaten up, and we're playing 3 games in a week, playing 4 games in 10 days. You don't have a lot of time in between games to recuperate, to practice, to get those repetitions in. And, in my mind, we look like a team that wasn't as ready as we needed to be. And with Ben's situation, he wasn't able to practice. If I had to do it all over again, I would do the exact same thing, because we found out really in shoot around today and really in pregame warmups, he was going to be able to help us. And how much, he made a few shots. He also hurt us a couple of times, but I really credit Ben. I mean, our best bet was to play him in the role that we played him in, but we weren't a functioning group. We weren't smooth in any phase of the game. Turnovers, defense, scouting, execution. And when you're playing against a team that I think is a really together group like Stanford, you're not going to be successful.
First for Terrell, you guys were up 57-52, and then they outscored you guys by 14 the rest of the way. Was it anything Stanford was doing in particular, or what happened to you guys down the stretch?
Well, we know, going to this game is going to be a hard-fought game. Stanford's a really good team in our conference and the country, and it is one a run that we couldn't withhold. We got some turnovers here or there. We missed some shots. They got easy shots. They made easy shots. They made the extra play and stuff like that. So it wasn't nothing like we prepared for. They was just executing their stuff. And
for Dalen, Coach Miller said he didn't feel like you guys were prepared for tonight. Do you feel that's the same way? And how do you guys go about the next game and being more prepared?
We weren't prepared tonight. Obviously, we lost the game, but I believe in my team, and I feel like we're going to bounce back next game, and we're going to be prepared for the next game.
Why do you think you guys weren't as prepared?
It was just one of those nights for us. As a team, we just didn't have it.
You guys have been pretty steady, though, emotionally. I know you say it was a little tougher tonight just to have it, but how do you get through this maybe and turn around and play? You got to play Saturday afternoon now against Cal. Kind of what's your approach?
That's just the way, basketball is sometimes. Some days, it doesn't balance your way, And, we take the film, we learn from it, for tomorrow. And, use everything we learn from this game and use it for next game, and then use the same scout for Cal and keep moving forward. You can't, dwell too much on, a loss because it's a quick turnaround for us. We play Saturday at 3:00. So, that's what we're looking for, learn from the film, get into practice hard, scout everything. And then, use whatever we lost, hopefully getting that back with rebounding and defense.